Okay, Assalamualaikum, and so we meet again in past year question on PSPM 1. So today we will do a chapter 6, 2060 and 2070 with me, Madam Shaida from Kemenes. Okay, so before we go to the question, okay, so we just want to recap what do you learn in chapter 6 about circular motion. So this is 3 example of circular motion. The first one is a vertical motion. So kalau you tengok ni, this one dia buat vertical. So this is string when we a vertical motion. Okay, the second one, this we call it is conical pendulum. So because we have angle, so the difference between horizontal dengan vertical adalah is the angle. So if you look at, we have an angle. Kalau you tengok question, you have angle. So that is conical pendulum. And this picture is about horizontal lah. So ini kita selalu panggil dia cowboy lah. Ini adalah horizontal circular motion. So this is some example lah. So bila you nak buat this question, the first thing you need to do is identify either dia adalah case conical, sama ada dia case conical pendulum, atau dia adalah case horizontal, or dia adalah case vertical. Because this is very important for you to identify first. Alright, so question number 4A, okay, it's about sketch the change. So they ask you to sketch the change of velocity. So they ask you to about velocity of object due to the position P and Q, which will show that the object is in a uniform circular motion and show in figure 4.1. Okay, so this is a gift. Kalau you tengok, ini adalah picture gift. So yang one line, the blue one is the velocity and the red one is the A lah. So if you look at here, the V and A is always perpendicular. So why is it need to be perpendicular? So if you don't make a perpendicular, dia akan buat circular motion. Dia akan buat bentuk awan, bentuk bintang, suka hati dia lah. So that's why the V, kalau you tengok, this is your V, your AC akan always directed toward to the center. So this is my V, so my AC is always directed toward the center. So V and AC must be perpendicular when if you want to make a circular motion. So in this question, they ask you to sketch. So kita lukis balik first, we draw the circle. Okay, so this is our P, this is our Q. So they ask you to draw, to sketch the velocity. So the velocity is always perpendicular to the AC. So this is your P, so this is your VQ. Okay. This is your VQ. So they always perpendicular to the AC. So this is how to sketch. Okay, so from here, delta V, because they ask you the change, the word change, delta V equals to V final minus V initial. So VQ minus VP. So this is the change. So what we can say here, so our triangle will look like this. But this sebenarnya akan menghasilkan triangle. So your VP adalah here. Kalau you tengok dia moving to the right. So this is your VP. So your VQ is moving downward. So yang saya punya triangle ni tak cantik sangat lah. Okay. Okay. So while VQ is moving downward. So this will become your delta V lah. Inilah bentuk shape delta V. Okay. So macam mana nak tentukan dia punya ini adalah perubahan je lah. So ini adalah perubahan dia ke bawah lah. So delta V adalah VQ minus VP. So ini adalah cara nak menjawab soalan ni. Okay, so we move on to the question number B. Okay, figure 4.2 show 250 gram or 250 gram bob suspended by a light string rotating in horizontal circular radius 30 cm with the linear speed 2. So they give you the mass, they give you the R, they give you the speed V. Okay, calculate the angle which the string makes the vertical axis. So when we look at this diagram, ini adalah bentuk apa? Conical pendulum. Ini adalah bentuk conical pendulum. Okay, so the first thing bila nak buat soalan yang ini, especially when we're talking about conical pendulum, you need to draw a free body diagram. Okay, so first kita draw free body diagram. So this is my object. So this is my object. So I have tension, I have weight, and then the center is here. because it's rotating here. Ni tambah give ni kan. So this is my AC. Make sure your AC tak touch ni, because the one that boleh keluar dekat sini hanyalah forces yang 5 jari saya ajar lah dalam chapter 4, iaitu tension, weight, friction, external force and normal. So always check, kenapa you tak ada normal? Sebab tak contact. Kenapa you tak ada friction? Because no contact. Kenapa you tak ada external force? Because you don't have anyone that push along the circular motion. Because free body diagram is very important. Kalau you salah free body diagram, tak berguna lah you buat yang bawah tu. Okay, so settle sketching. Okay, since we have angle, so kena letaklah angle. Okay, so my angle here, kalau you tengok sini, gambar ni, ini zigzag. So my angle theta here is attached on y-axis lah. So ini adalah angle saya. Okay, saya akan y-axis sebab kita nak tahu ini positif y, ini positif x, below is negative y, this one is negative x. So ini adalah imaginary saya punya axis lah. Jangan buat garis kalau you buat garis, meaning dia ada magnitude. Don't, biar dia dalam bentuk dotted. Showing dia adalah imaginary. Okay, question number 1. Calculate the angle which as the string make the vertical axis. Okay, they ask you to calculate the angle theta here. Okay, this is the step how to you settle. The first one, you buat tadi apa? Free body diagram. So, kita buat macam exactly sama macam chapter 4. We do the table. So, kita buat table, ini X, ini Y. Because they have two component, X and Y here. So, the forces we have is only 2T and W. So, who are the total equals to MAC? You look at the MAC here is on positive X. So, here is your MAC 0. Sebab dia duduk dekat X-axis. So, MAC adalah belong to X-axis lah. Okay, look at my T. My T boleh pecah positif and positif. So, dia akan jadi T. Alright. Yang ini adalah benda yang selalunya saya ajarkan student saya. Always make it your angle attached to here to make it cos. So, because now your theta adalah attached to Y. So, dia akan jadi sin theta. Bukan cos lah sebab dia attached to Y. So yang ini exactly sama dan dia pun positif. Both are positive. So dua-dua positif. So dia jadi T cos theta. Okay, W dia duduk dekat bawah. So negative W. So ini sajalah table. Okay, dah settle table. Okay, teruslah kita boleh buat the first question. Okay, so the first question they ask you to find theta. Okay, I will look at the x-axis first. So submission fx equals to t sin theta equals to MAC. I don't have the value of t, I don't have the value of theta. I only have M, yes. I have AC because my AC is V squared over R. So usually apa yang saya ajar, saya akan biarkan je leave dalam first equation. Tanpa letak any numbers. Tanpa letak because always kita akan jadikan tangent ya. So it is the first question. Okay, first equation. So the second equation Fy. So based on this one, so T cos theta equal minus W equals to 0. So my T cos theta equals to mg. So this is my second equation. So I want to make it as tangent theta. So tangent theta, sine divided by cos. Sine divided by cos. So what we can do now, 1 divided by 2. So 1 divided by 2, so you get T sine theta equals to mv squared over R divided by T cos theta divided by weight mg. Okay, from here, what we can cancel? T, M. So we get this. Okay, so we want to find theta. So sine divided by cos, if you remember back your math, trigono, sine theta divided by cos theta, you will get tangent theta. So here you will get tangent theta equals to V squared. The G is bring up here, so you get RG. Dia bukan bawa naik atas, dia dekat sebelah sini saja ya, RG. Okay, so dari sini kita masukkan, substitute the value. The V is already given, so what is our V? So my V here tadi dia bagi adalah, alright, V tadi dia bagi 2 squared, so R tadi adalah 0.3 and G is 9.81. Okay, so dari sini nanti you akan dapat nilai. So lepas tu shift tangent lah. So you shift tangent. So I will get here adalah 1.35 0.59. Okay, so when I shift this tangent, I will get my answer is 53.66 degree. So this is the angle lah. This is question number 1 tadi itulah yang you dapat. So selalunya apa yang saya suggest kat student saya buat adalah kalau nampak je soalan conical, you akan mesti buat tangent. Mestilah kebanyakan the question always buat tangent. So jangan letakkan nilai dulu. So make it first equation, second equation dan ingat sin divide by cos. So you nanti boleh cancel lah apa yang tak perlu and then you just dekat akhir baru you just substitute the value. Find the equation. Apa you nak cari? Okay, contoh ni nak cari theta. So make it a theta as a subject. Example you nak cari V. So make it V as a subject. Yang lain tu bawa pergi sana. So you terbitkan equation and then baru substitute value. So kita tekan calculator tu sekali sahaja. Alright. Alright, so we move on for the second questions. So they ask you to calculate the tension of the string. So they ask you to calculate the tension of the string. So we already find the tangent. So what we can do, we can use the first or the second equation. Okay, let's say we want to use the first equation. Okay, so number 2, we want to find the tension. So we substitute the theta into first equation. So our first equation tadi adalah T sin theta equals to mv squared over r. So kita nak cari tadi, kita nak cari T, right? So we want to find the T. So T sin 53.66 degree equals to, our mass is 0.25, we change here. So 2 squared divided by our radius is 0.3. Okay, so we can find the T here lah. So my T here akan dapat 4.14 Newton. So this is my T. Okay, number 3. They ask you if the speed is increased, so V is increased, how will it affect the circular motion of the bob? Explain your answer. So in matriculation, when they ask you to explain, you need to use equations. Okay, based on the equation that we already did, tadi yang you dapat tadi, tangent theta equals to V squared over RG. Ini equation tadi yang you dapat tadi lah sebelum you masukkan nilai. So we can make it as a V squared as a subject lah. So V squared equals to RG tangent theta. Okay, so dari sini kita akan buat lah. Okay, what happen when V is increasing? So when V increasing, R also akan increasing lah. G tak akan berlaku apa-apa because G is always 9.81 is a constant. Okay, and another one apa lagi yang boleh berlaku? The angle also can be increasing. So the angle ni akan increase. So jawapan awak apa yang you kena tulis? So jawapan you tulis when V is increasing, radius also increase. And angle theta atau angle, kita buatlah angle. Angle theta which spring makes with vertical axis, because your angle is on vertical axis, the theta here also increase. So the keyword here adalah we increase, R also increase. The angle theta that you talking about, the angle on vertical axis also increase. Alright, so that's all from me. See you in the next tutorial of PSPM. Okay, bye.